Joe Girard, real name Joseph Samuel Girard, 1928-2019, was an American car salesman recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's most successful salesman. During his career from 1963 to 1978, he sold more than 13,000 Chevrolet cars, setting a world record in 1973 when he sold 1,125 cars in a single year. This result remained unrivaled for a long time. Born into a poor family in Detroit, Girard began working at an early age to help support his family. His path to success was not easy. He did not have a completed secondary education and faced many difficulties. However, through perseverance, hard work, and unique sales skills, he became a legend in his field. After retiring from the automobile business, Girard dedicated himself to teaching others. He became a motivational speaker and author of popular sales books such as How to Sell Anything and to Anyone and Sell Yourself Expensively. His tips and techniques are still in demand among sales professionals today. Joe Girard was also inducted into the Automotive Hall of Fame in 2001 for his accomplishments. He passed away in 2019 from injuries sustained in a fall at home, leaving behind a legacy as one of the greatest masters of sales. Part 1. Joe Girard's Key Ideas and Approaches. The book How to Sell Anything to Anyone by Joe Girard is a practical sales guide based on the author's personal experience of becoming the most successful car salesman in the world. The main goal of the book is to help readers understand how to build relationships with customers, increase sales, and succeed in any area of commerce. In the first part, we will analyze the key principles and approaches that made Girard a legend. 1. Joe Girard's personal journey. Joe Girard begins the book by recounting his challenging life journey. Born into a poor family during the Great Depression, he faced hardships from childhood. His father humiliated him, and his family lived in poverty. At age 9, he began working as a shoeshine boy, then changed many jobs, including newspaper delivery and construction. However, his life changed when he entered the automobile business at the age of 35 after a construction company went bankrupt. These hardships tempered his character and formed a strong desire to succeed. The author emphasizes, "Desire is the engine of everything. Without it, it is impossible to become the best." It was this inner drive that helped him turn his weaknesses, e.g., stuttering, into strengths. 2. Respect for the client. One of Girard's key principles is to treat customers with respect. He notes that customers are not simpletons or suckers, as salespeople sometimes call them. Customers are people who work hard and want a quality product. The salesperson must understand their fears and doubts and help them overcome them. Joe advises, be approachable and friendly. Show genuine concern for the customer's needs. Help the customer feel confident in their choice. This approach turns customers into friends who subsequently recommend you to their acquaintances. 3. The Law of 250. Joe Girard derived the so-called Law of 250, which states that each person knows about 250 people with whom he or she maintains more or less close relations, for example, invites them to weddings or funerals. This means that each satisfied customer can bring you up to 250 potential customers through recommendations. The author emphasizes the importance of making sure that no customer leaves dissatisfied. Even one negative review can affect thousands of people. Satisfied customers become your agents by spreading positive reviews. 4. The Art of Closing Deals. Girard shares strategies for turning a prospective client into a buyer. Always find out the customer's needs. Why do they want the product? What are their preferences? Take a personal approach. Offer solutions that meet the buyer's specific needs. Make sure the customer feels comfortable. Offer coffee or small gifts, e.g., a balloon for a child. These little things create an atmosphere of trust and encourage the customer to buy. 5. Using recommendations. Joe emphasizes the importance of working with references. After you sell a product, ask the customer about people they know or colleagues who might be interested. Build partnerships with people in other fields, such as hairdressers or stylists, so that they recommend you to their clients. This approach allows you to expand your customer base without spending a lot of money on advertising. Part 2. Practical sales tips and techniques. In the second part of the book, Joe Girard shares more specific sales techniques and strategies that have helped him achieve outstanding results. We'll cover them in our second installment. Part 2. Practical sales tips and techniques. In Part 2 of How to Sell Anything to Anyone, Joe Girard delves into the specific techniques that helped him become the most successful car salesman ever. Here, he shares his unique approach to sales that can be applied to any field. The focus is on building trust, managing objections, and creating long-term relationships with customers. 1. Building trust. Joe Girard argues that trust is the foundation of successful sales. Customers buy not only the product, but also the confidence that the salesperson is looking out for their best interests. To that end, he suggests, be honest. Never try to deceive a customer or hide product flaws. Honesty builds a reputation as a trustworthy seller. Demonstrate expertise. Show that you know your product thoroughly and are willing to answer any questions. Create a personal touch. Learn the customer's name, interests, and preferences. This makes the interaction more personalized. Joe also emphasizes the importance of first impressions. He advises to always be neat, smile, and show genuine interest in the customer. 2. Working with objections. Customer objections are an inevitable part of the sales process. Girard suggests viewing them not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity to better understand the customer's needs. His approach includes listening to the customer. Give them an opportunity to express their doubts or concerns. Agreeing with the customer. Instead of arguing, acknowledge the customer's point of view. For example, I understand why you think that way. Offer a solution. Then explain how your product can address his doubts. For example, if a customer says the price is too high, Joe suggests showing the value of the product. Explain how it will solve the customer's problem or benefit them in the long run. 3. A unique approach to each customer. Joe Girard believed that there is no one-size-fits-all sales method. Each customer is unique and requires a customized approach. He suggested, ask questions. Learn more about the customer's needs through open-ended questions, e.g., what is important to you about this product? Adapt the presentation. Emphasize the product features that are most important to a particular customer. Take your time. Give the customer time to think and feel comfortable. This approach helped him make an emotional connection with his customers and make the buying process enjoyable. 4. The power of after-sales service. One of Girard's key strategies was to maintain customer relationships even after the deal was finalized. He saw this as a critical element of success. Send thank you letters or cards after a purchase. Congratulate customers on holidays or birthdays. Offer help if there are problems with the product. These actions build customer loyalty and increase the likelihood of repeat purchases or recommendations. 5. Time organization and discipline. Joe emphasizes the importance of self-organization for a successful salesperson. Plan your day in advance. Set aside time to prospect for new customers, meet and work with current customers. Keep a record of all contacts and deals. This will help you track your progress and not miss opportunities. Work on yourself. Constantly improve your communication skills and learn new sales techniques. 6. Emotional engagement. Another important idea in the book is that the salesperson must be emotionally involved in the sales process. Joe advises, show enthusiasm when dealing with customers. Sincerely believe that your product is truly useful. Make the buying process a pleasant experience for the customer. Emotions are contagious, and if you demonstrate confidence and joy in your work, this will be passed on to your customers. Bottom line, Joe Girard's book, How to Sell Anything to Anyone, is not just a sales manual, but a philosophy for building trusting relationships with customers. The author shows that success in sales depends not only on technique, but also on a sincere desire to help people solve their problems. His methods, from Law 250 to after-sales service, remain relevant even decades later and can be applied to any business.